Page 30. Paul has materialised at the other end of the aisle. He's Mr. Clayton's youngest brother. I've heard he was home from Princeton, but I wasn't expecting him to see him today. Excuse me for a moment, Mr. Gray. Gray frowns as I turn away from him. Paul has always been a buddy, and in this strange moment that I'm having with this rich, powerful, awesomely off-the-charts attractive control freak Gray, it's great to talk to someone who's normal. Paul hugs me hard, taking me by surprise. Anna, hi. It's so good to see you, he gushes. Hello, Paul. How are you? You're home for your brother's birthday? Yep. You're looking well, Anna, really well. He grins as he examines me at arm's length. Then he releases me, but keeps a possessive arm draped over my shoulder. I shuffle from foot to foot, embarrassed. It's good to see Paul, but he's always been over-familiar. When I glance up at Christian Gray, he's watching us like a hawk, his eyes hooded and speculative, his mouth a hard, impassive line. He's changed from the weirdly attentive customer to someone else, someone cold and distant. Paul, I'm with a customer. Someone you should meet, I say. Trying to diffuse the antagonism I see in Gray's expression, I drag Paul over to meet him, and they size each other up. The atmosphere is suddenly arctic. Paul, this is Christian Gray. Mr. Gray, this is Paul Clayton. His brother owns the place. And for some irrational reason, I feel I have to explain a bit more. I've known Paul ever since I've worked here. Though we don't see each other that often, he's back from Princeton, where he's studying business administration. I'm babbling. Stop now. Mr. Clayton. Gray holds his hand out. He looks unreadable. Mr. Gray. Paul returns his handshake. Wait. Not the Christian Gray of Gray Enterprise Holdings. Paul goes from surly to awestruck in less than a nanosecond. Gray gives him a polite smile that doesn't reach his highs. Wow. Is there anything I can get you? Anastasia has covered it, Mr. Clayton. She's been very attentive. His expression is impassive, but his words, it's like he's saying something else entirely. It's baffling. Cool, Paul responds. Catch you later, Anna. Sure, Paul. I watch him disappear towards the stock room. Anything else, Mr. Gray? Just these items. His tone is clipped and cool. Damn. Have I offended him? Taking a deep breath, I turn and head for the register. What's his problem? I ring up the rope, coveralls, masking tape and cable ties. That'll be $43, please. I glance up at Gray, and I wished I hadn't. He's watching me very closely, intently. It's unnerving. Would you like a bag? I ask, as I take his credit card. Please, Anastasia. His tongue crisses my name, and my heart once again is frantic. I can hardly breathe. Hurriedly, I place his purchase in a plastic bag. You can call me if you want me to do the photo shoot. He's all business once more. I nod, rendered speechless again, and hand back his credit card. Good. Until tomorrow, perhaps. He turns to leave, then pauses. Oh, and Anastasia, I'm glad Miss Kavanagh couldn't do the interview. He smiles and strides with renewed purpose out the store, signaling the plastic bag over his shoulder, leaving me a quivering mass of raging female hormones. I spend several minutes staring at the closed door, though, which he's just left before I return to planet Earth. Okay, I like him. There, I've admitted it to myself. I cannot hide from my feelings anymore. I've never felt like this before. I find him attractive, very attractive, but it's a lost cause. I know. and I sign with a bittersweet regret. It was just a coincidence he's coming here, but still, I can admire him from afar, surely. No harm come of it, and if I find a photographer, I can do some serious admiring tomorrow. I bite my lip in anticipation and find myself grinning like a schoolgirl. I need to phone Kate and organise a photo shoot. Kate is ecstatic. But what was he doing at Clayton's? Her curiosity oozes through the phone. I'm in the depths of stock room, trying to keep my voice casual. He was in the area. I think this one huge coincidence, Anna. You don't think he was there to see you? My heart lurches at the prospect, but it's a short-lived joy. The dull, disappointing reality is that he was here on business. He was visiting Farm Division of the WSU. He's funding some research, I mutter. Oh yes, given the departments a 2.5 million grant. Wow. How do you know this? Anna, I'm a journalist and I'm writing a profile on the guy. It's my job to know this. Okay, Carly Brainstein, keep your hair on. So, do you want these photos? Of course I do. The question is, who's going to do them and where? We could ask him where he's staying in the area. You can contact him. I have his cell phone number. Katie gasps. The richest, most seclusive, most enigmatic bachelor in Washington State, and you gave you his cell phone number? Yes. Anna, he likes you, no doubt about that. Her tone is empathetic. Kate, he's just trying to be nice. But even though I say the words, I know they're not true. Christian doesn't do nice. He does polite maybe, and a small quiet voice whispers, perhaps Kate is right. My scalp pickles at the idea that maybe, just maybe, he might like me. After all, he did say he was glad Kate didn't do the interview. I hug myself with a quiet glee, rocking from side to side, entertaining the possibility that he might like me. Kate brings me back to the now. I don't know who will get to do the photo shoot. Levi, our regular photographer, can't. He's home in Idaho. Falls for the weekend. He'll be pissed that he'll be blew an opportunity of photographing one of America's leading entrepreneurs. What about Josie? Great idea. You ask him. He'll do anything for you. Then call Gray and find out where he wants us. Kate is irritatedly caviar about Josie. I think you should call him. Who? Josie? Kate scoffs. No, Gray. Are you're the one with the relationship? Relationship? I squeak at her, my voice rising several octaves. I barely know the guy. At least you've met him, she says bitterly, and it looks like he wants to know you better, Anna. Just call him. She snaps and hangs up. She is a bossy sometimes. I frown at my cell, sticking my tongue out at it. I'm just leaving for a message for Josie when Paul enters the stock room looking for sandpaper. We're kind of busy out there, Anna, he says with acrimony. Sorry, I mutter, turning to leave. So how come you know Christian Grey? Paul's voice is unconvincingly nonchalant. I had an interview for him for our student newspaper. Kate wasn't well. I shrugged, trying to sound casual and do no better than him.